Do not talk. Up. Up. Out of bed. Now, wake your friend.
Man, how can I sleep with all this noise?
Always carry an automatic, sir. That way, when you press on this... Someone is sleeping in your bed, said the Mommy Bear in a middle-sized voice.
Yes. Well, who is he?
Certainly. Whoever he is, he definitely leaves the windows open, and the air comes in, and it's getting cold in here.
Yes. But, who is he?
As Goldilocks, you fool. Don't you ever read anything important?
Oh, yes. I forgot. Better go cover him up.
Yes, sir. Now then, Madrid, 3 o'clock in the morning is where you are. Who and what are you?
Good.
Stop mumbling and speak up.
Rienzi.
I do.
What brings you to our secluded cottage in the forest, sir, in the middle of the night with a gun in your hand?
It was a mistake, I believe.
All right, sit down. Why was it a mistake?
Because now, without the gun, I cannot make a deal.
Well, that's as hip as you're going to get this year, you know. But you tried.
You would not do it.
He's probably right. You know that. I think we ought to get a little fuzz up here for this gentleman to haul him off.
Yes, indeed.
Wait. My name is Friedrich Rienzi. Officially, I'm dead.
You're kidding. Well, I must commend you, sir, on the fact that you move very well for a dead man.
This is room 233, please. We'd like to have a couple of cups of coffee black right away.
How do you like your coffee?
A little sugar.
Put a little sugar in it for the dead man.
A little sugar for the dead. One of them with sugar. 3 altogether. 1 with sugar. Okay? Thank you, dear. Sir, about this remarkable statement you have made about your being dead and everything, is that wishful thinking or what?
For the last 20-odd years, we committed suicide. Our bodies were burned.
The scars scarcely show, sir.
Who? The administrators of the death camp.
In Germany?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you were one of the administrators?
Yeah. You see, the body identified as me was not mine. I put things on the bodies that... I'm sorry for what I did.
Sorry does not do a thing for us. Sorry does not mean anything. You see, Kelly and I have talked about what we would do if we ever ran into one of you, you see. And so the moment is here.
I was ordered. I was just following orders.
Now, did you get anything out of that?
No, nothing.
Cut it out. All right. State your piece, your speech, or whatever you have to do here.
Your army was close, and we believed that they would execute us if they found us, or pursue us if we fled. So, some created a mass suicide, a charade. We had plenty of bodies for our purpose. We dressed them in our uniforms. So, for the last 20 years, I have been dead. The past, however, has a way of catching up, yeah? I am prepared to deliver myself to you as agents of your government. And in return...
Who said we were agents?
It was said.
You want to deliver yourself up to us for what?
Sanctuary from one who will kill me if you do not protect me. I will show you.
Hold it, sweetheart.
Where is it?
In shirt pocket.
You gotta be kidding. Who is that?
She will be my murderer. A 10-year-old child.
It's a coffee.
Well, I'm telling you now, you can get upset with if you want to, but the department wants us to follow through on it.
That's wonderful.
Listen, just treat it like a job. Finish it and get rid of it, right?
That's right. Doctrinational manual says on page 14, if I recall correctly, do not get emotionally involved.
All right, then don't get involved. Just keep your cool.
Well, I'll tell you something, Polly. My dad was stationed in Germany after the war for about a year. He was practicing law for the army. We lived there while I was in my teens. We used to have the most marvelous times on Sundays. We would take excursions down the Rhine with the castles on one side and pine trees on the other and the birds. It was really just the most lovely sort of fairyland existence you could think of. And then one day he had to go down on business. He had to go down to a little town. I forget the name. It's not important. A little place called Dachau, I think. It's practically forgotten now. It's a little, but it was weeds growing all over the place, and the barbed wire was all rusty, and the bricks were falling out of the ovens. And he had to check some records out for the army, and I went down with him. And just so I wouldn't forget it, he showed me the records because they were still very much intact. I was 14, and I haven't forgotten. Well, anyway, I get a little twisted on the subject, man. I'm sorry, but that's it. Now, where do we go from here?
Well, the department has a file on Rienzi. The thing was marked closed. They really thought the guy was dead. He was a transportation and logistics expert, coordinated arrival times with empty ovens. Been doing all afternoon.
Well, this part of it wasn't difficult. The get-up she's got on has got to be some kind of show business, I figured, and sure enough it was. I checked it out with a bunch of people, and turns out that she's part of an act, mother and daughter. They work at a little nightclub around here called Las Brujas that come on someplace between the flamenco dancers.
What do they do?
Tell me, Lino, what is the young man wearing, child?
He is wearing tight blue pants, like American cowboys wear, and nothing else.
Is that correct, madam?
It's my son.
My daughter will now demonstrate the amazing powers which have confounded experts. Please, any of you, if you know the Bible, the Old Testament or the New, just tell me what chapter and what verse, and Leno will quote it for you.
Senora, the book of John, 6th chapter, 12th verse.
The book of John, 6th chapter, 12th verse. Then, when they all had enough, he told his disciples, gather up the pieces that are left, so that nothing may be wasted.
Es magnífico, es increíble.
Anyone else? Anybody? A play, perhaps? Shakespeare? Perhaps someone would like Leno to quote Shakespeare?
Here. Right here. Okay. Coriolanus, his speech to his mother, Act 2. No, Act 4. That's even harder. Okay.
Coriolanus, his speech to his mother in Act 4. Come, leave your tears, a brief farewell. The beast with many heads butts me away. Nay, mother, where is your ancient courage? You were used to say extremity was the trier of spirits. The common chances the most common men could bear, that when the sea was calm, watch it! A noble cunning, you were used to load me with precepts that would make invincible the heart condemned them.
E io te ha dicho un doceno de veces. Yo no sé por qué él me tiró un balazo. No tengo idea quién será. De veras, no sé.
She keeps saying she doesn't know who, what, or where. That's what she's saying.
She does. Senor.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry, Mama.
May I offer you a drink?
A brandy, please.
How you doing? My name's Scotty.
I'm Leno.
Listen, you sure do know your Shakespeare.
If you name an act, and a scene, and a play, I can say it for you in English, in German, and in Spanish.
Oh, well, I mean, how did you get to memorize all that stuff?
I do it, that is all.
Hello. How are you?
Fine.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm the man who threw the wine bottle when the fellow tried to shoot.
Lino.
Yes, Mama.
Remember, Lino.
Yes, Mama.
What did you want her to remember?
What do you want?
Well, for openers, I would like very much to know why did that man want to kill you? Do you by any chance know a man named Rienzi?
I have nothing to say to you.
Rienzi is dead. He died early this morning.
How?
He was shot.
Murdered. Yes, that would be the way he would have to die.
It was the same man who tried to kill you.
Yes, I believe that.
Now, this Rienzi, early this morning, he came to us.
He came to you, why?
Well, I imagine he thought we could protect him.
Who are you?
I'm just the guy that tried to keep you from getting shot.
No, I believe you are more than that. I like you. You saved my life. And now you are going to give me a lot of money. Very much money. Lino, you're a sleepy angel?
Yes, Mama, I am sleepy.
Why are we going to give you a great deal of money?
You will see.
Yeah, but why? What for?
Because what Rienzi knew, I know. And that is worth a great deal of money. Come, Angel. Come.
Seashells by the seashore.
It's funny, I can remember it, I can see it, but I cannot say it.
Stand still.
Don't move, don't die.
Honey, you all right? Huh?
Yes, I'm
Are
fine.
you sure? Nothing hit you, huh?
Come with me.
Listen, wait a minute. Who are these men and what do they want?
Me. Again.
Israeli passports. Lev Ben Yurt and Tedder Barshad. That's nothing else.
Nice names, nice names.
She sells seashells by the seashore to seashells by the seashore to she sells
Do you know who I am?
Not really.
Adolf Eichmann was my friend.
Eichmann.
They say he killed 1 million people, hmm? Yeah. Darling, darling. He was my very good friend and benefactor. Go to bed, Lino.
Yes, Mama.
She texts you, Mr. Scott.
She's a very, very lovely lady.
9. She has one dreadful flaw. She loves no one. Nothing moves her. What do you expect? She has me for a mother. You will learn to hate me, I guarantee it. I was mistress once to a young man, not unlike you. A little taller, I think. He had cropped hair. Now, what do you expect? I'm not like the others. I didn't throw back my head and suck in the gas. I didn't die, I didn't burn, I lived. Life is sweet, my darling. I prefer to sip chocolate on the Kurfürstendamm or to be loved by a young man with cropped hair to being shoveled in a pit. Make what you wish of it.
You said something about, we were going to give you a lot of money. Why?
Because you are who you are. If Rienzi came to you, you must have connections. Are you an agent, Liebchen? Of course you are. Listen to me. There are 26 like Rienzi. I guess you would call them war criminals.
From the death camp.
Death camps, yes. It's functions of all sorts. Some selected who was to die tomorrow. Some disposed of the clothing. Some extracted the gold. Well, killing millions of people is not an easy thing. Bookkeeping, forms, repairmen, chemists. Gas pipes get out of order, just like plumbing.
Let's get on with it. 26 of them.
26 of them. And I know them all of them. Their names, their aliases, their countries. And it's all for sale. All of it. I think that I will want $100,000. Well, that's not too much to ask, is it, Schatzi?
Well, you get the picture, Hobie?
Yeah, I believe I do. All of a sudden, everything is closing in 20 years later. This guy, what's his name, Rienzi? He wants to make a deal. She wants to make a deal. You frightened, sweetheart?
Yeah, Liebchen.
Of whom?
Well, you saw them.
Yes, we saw them. Inside a cabaret and then out in the street.
And I'm still alive. And you are going to make me very rich.
Israelis. Is that who's trying to kill you? Or could it be your friends, you know? Found out that deals are starting to be made?
$100,000.
Yeah. Well, we would would have to find out about that.
As soon as possible. Now.
All righty. Now. I have to make a phone call. Only 50,000.
Oh, no, that's not nearly enough now.
It was a definite take it or leave it, lady. That's my instructions.
Get new instructions. Call them back.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
Go. Wait.
All right, where's the list?
Oh, Liebchen. Do you think I'm foolish? I want to see that beautiful money first.
Here, the key.
Leno, this is Sister Agatha. Sister Agatha is from the convent of Our Lady of Grace, which is where you're going to stay.
I will be your teacher in Spanish and French.
I speak Spanish and French.
She knows German too, sister.
Oh?
And she knows the Bible.
Oh, that's nice. That's very good, Leno.
Well, she knows all of it, really. I mean, even everything by heart, the Old Testament, the New Testament. She knows every chapter, every verse, every word.
I do.
Well, at our convent of Our Lady of Grace, we have fun.
You're going to like it, Leno.
How long will I have to stay?
Well, that's hard to say, actually, because, well, after last night, when the police left,
A man came into the room and shot my mother.
the police said that they thought that it would be best if you stayed at the convent because,
I can see that. No one else wants me.
Well, now, Sister Agatha wants you.
All of the sisters do. And the children. We sing a lot, and do you know, you could learn to play the horn.
What about you?
Well, I want you, but when Kelly and I, we're going to be leaving Madrid soon, see, and we can't take little girls with us.
Oh, I see.
I'll tell you, we'll go to your room and pack. Then Mr. Scott and Mr. Robinson will ride with us to the convent, and then you'll see all the children.
I won't know what to say. I haven't spoken much to children.
Well, the first thing you can say is when you see them, hello, children, and take it from there. Hey, finish your milk.
In about an hour then, gentlemen.
Thank you, sister. Boy, old Leno, she's gonna be turning that convent upside down, teaching the sisters a few things.
No, sir. Afraid not. After the police left last night, I asked her if she wanted to say a prayer, and she said she didn't know it. Now, here's a girl knows the Bible backwards and forwards, word in, word out, and she still doesn't know how to say a prayer.
What are you doing? Have you got that new gun silver thing?
You're just going back to your old Lone Ranger days. You got a gun with the action so fast if your stomach growls, you're going to blow your nose off.
Oh, yeah, but you gotta remember, from now on, you see, once we have this gun, every time we walk away from a case, into the dusk, people be turning to each other say, "Why, Martha, do you know who that was?"
Well, I don't know, Thurman. They all look alike to me.
Well, I don't know, man. Ramsey, I don't understand why he said that Leno. killed him. Now, what is that?
Oh, man. I don't know. If, we know a lot of things more if we knew where some of the ciphers were buried that we've been ringing up.
¿Quiénes?
Terminaron, señores.
Sí. Mostly now, Rienzi was afraid.
Right.
He had reason to be. He was walking in the valley of the shadow.
Oh, no, man, I refuse. Hi, that's the last straw. I am so sick and tired of people popping in and out of my room, waving guns around and all that stuff. Get out.
Get up.
Yes, certainly. Well, since you put it that way, actually, I won't be impolite. Obviously, you're here on some kind of business which to you seems important, but it's about as far as I'm going. Have you ever seen anything so embarrassing?
No, but I tell you one thing. We have run into this man before. We've seen each other before, haven't we?
Correct?
Yes, true. And now my mind casts back on itself, and it strikes me that it may be a little foolhardy of me myself to mention it today, but didn't I whip up on you last night?
Yes, you did.
So, well, it was your fault. You were out of line, waving guns around and everything.
No closer.
All right, listen. Put the gun away and state your problem.
You're dangerous men, both of you.
And one of us is going to get you, too, Pally.
That's right. Now, see? You should have never let us spread apart like this. The only thing you can do is you can fire, and you can hit one of us. And when you do, the other's going to be right on top of you, and it's going to be one heck of a mess. Now, what's the Israeli word for peace?
Shalom.
Shalom, that's the one. Now, shalom being the watchword of the day. Let's all join hands, make a circle, and circle around dancing. Little Laura there, and we'll sing Shalom. Oh, I quit. That's the end of that, man. I'm too old for these kind of games. Every time you turn around here, somebody's popping out of the woodwork. You might as well have... Wait a minute. Nothing under there. Did you get anything?
I'm afraid to look.
Just the four of us. That's all.
Yes. How are you? You're the other guy from last night.
The ground rules for this meeting are simple. You'll talk to us. You'll tell us what we want to know. Nothing more than that.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. What if we don't buy your ground rules?
You know the answer to that. The fact you have the same interests that we do labels you agents. And cynical enough to know individual lives are really not so much. What's important is the assignment.
All right. As long as we're talking about ground rules, let's kick around here. Who's who in the world of what's what? Now, you guys are Israeli nationals, also your agents. Your assignment is something like the one that kidnapped Eichmann out of Argentina, right? You're supposed to find him and bring him in for trial.
It's a deadly game, isn't it? You would know.
We know.
Now, a man named Rienzi, a woman who called herself Gerda Schloss. Do you know who they are? What exactly was your interest in them? Let me make myself quite clear. It is not our intention to waste time here. What happened at the death camps 20 years ago does not have too much importance these days. Except to some. To us. Obviously to you.
Look, if you want to be nicey and friendly and all, which I know is the way my partner and I would like to have it be, why don't you put the guns away?
Very well. But understand me. If whatever you say turns out not to be true, somewhere, someday.
Surely. Somewhere in the night. Look, I know it's difficult, but try to get it in your head. We're rooting for you.
Then tell me what you've learned.
All righty. Nothing. How's that? Not a thing. Look, we were instructed to pay Gerda Schloss $50,000 for a list of war criminals. The woman died before she could give us word one. That's it. That's all of it. Fini, nothing.
She'll go on looking for it.
Yeah, that's right.
If you find the list before we do, we could discuss a business arrangement.
Forget it.
You live in a wonderful country, but sometimes a democratic country in its desire to avoid injustice.
All right, listen, I think I know what you're talking about. Now, assuming that we find the list and the people on it, then our justice is just going to be a little too slow.
And time has a way of tempering your punishment. But my people cannot forget. Our punishment would be swift.
Biblical. An eye for an eye.
Exactly.
You guys have to understand, man, we're working stiffs. We're not judges.
Once upon a time, gentlemen, more than 20 years ago, there was a whole world beyond your experience. It was outside your imagination, but it existed. And in it were the death camps. They must be avenged.
Well, I'll tell you, Pally. Like my friend says, if we get lucky, it's going to be our way.
Then you are our enemies. And that's too bad. For you know how we deal with our enemies.
Seashells by the seashore to see
I can't.
She can't say it either.
You two really can't just get along at all, can you?
Oh, we're becoming very good friends, aren't we?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, we're going to take this along with us. It's very old and very lovely. Lino says it was from the house where she was born. It will be very nice for Lino to have.
You know. Oh, now, come on now. Hey, listen. I've been thinking, and I've got a wonderful idea.
What is it?
Well, mostly I think we ought to kind of keep in touch with each other. We ought to write letters.
About what?
Oh, about the way you feel and about how everything's going. We could even sort of say things to each other that we wouldn't ordinarily say to anybody else, you know. Ask advice and opinions. What do you think of that?
I guess so.
You guess so? Well, all right. If you don't want to.
Yes, I think that will be very nice.
All right, fine. Cal, give me a pencil. So I'm going to write my address down so you can have a place to write.
Oh, you do not have to do that. You do not have to write anything down for me. Just tell me what it is until I remember it. You forgot. I can remember anything. Mother never had to write anything down for me. She tell me what it is until I remember it.
I see. Well, listen, sit down here a second. Can you remember, lists?
Yes.
Lists of people, Lino?
Yes.
Okay. What people?
I cannot tell you that.
Well, why not?
Mother told me never to tell. Never.
Okay. Well, let's try it this way then. Then I'll tell you the name, and you tell me if it's on the list. What about that?
I suppose that would be all right.
All right. Rienzi, that name.
Rienzi, yeah.
We really must be going now.
Please, Sister Agatha, don't ever open that door that way. If you open doors suddenly around here, there's always an evil man standing behind it.
Is this some kind of game?
Yeah, well, you could call it a game, yeah.
They're very punctual at the convent. They're expecting us for lunch. Could you please finish talking to Leno in the car?
Here, I'll take that.
It's a child. It's a child. But I will surely kill Sinan. Leno? Come. Leno.
Will it be all right?
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Do not put down the bag. Come, Lena. If you follow, but I need not say it, need I? Close the door.
That poor child!
Pardon.
That poor child!
Sister, please, excuse me. Sister, please, would you sit down over there, please?
What are you doing?
We're looking for Leno, sister.
But that man took her away. I will not sit down until you tell me what you're doing.
Come here. There is a microphone in that room. There's got to be. Twice now, Scotty and I have been talking about something, and somebody, someplace, somewhere, has been tuned in on what we were saying. Anyway, that's what we're looking for. There's a microphone, and it doesn't look like we're going to find it, so what we're going to have to do is Scotty and me are going to take to the streets in a couple of minutes and ask some questions. Because we know a lot of informants around this area. And we'll try our luck. If I were you, with your connections and everything, I think it would be an excellent idea if you would sing.
Sing?
Sing. Something heartfelt from the soul, so that everybody up there will know that you are in a lot of trouble down here. And then everything, will be okay. I can trust you and rely on you, I know. Just sing, sister.
Please help me. I don't sing very well. You know, at the convent, mostly I hum. I'll try to remember a song my mother sang. Hush-a-bye, baby, I'll run. Run, father's a miner, plon. Mother works all day, la 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 la. Soon she'll feed her baby, ya. When I was little.
I know that mic pretty good, man. It's got a short range on about 50, 75 yards. So if it's any place, it must be around here in the building.
They're tapped in on us from here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go hunting.
Okay.
La 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 la. Other things I learned, yeah. So sleep, my little one, cha-chi. Father will watch you, a-la-la-lee. Mother will too, a-la-la-la-la. Rest your little head, so da-da, so da.
Got a plan?
Yes, sir, I have a plan. It's called Do Unto Others as They Can Keep On Doing to You.
Okay.
Right?
All right, you know how.
Now, listen. This guy keeps popping in and out of doors, shooting the brains off of people. I think it must be done unto him.
Okay. What's the plan?
Well, we'll mix it up with a little of Joshua fitting the battle.
Yes. Now, let me be Joshua this time, okay?
Is that right?
Yes, because I played him in church.
Is that right?
That's right.
The walls covered?
On top of the reverend and everything.
Okay.
All right, now listen. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
All right, now listen. There's a little girl in there.
Yes, Josh.
Rest your little head, so da da da. without dreams I'll run, run. Sleep in sweet peace, lon, lon. While mother holds you, love, love. In her soft arms sleep, low dove.
Leno? Listen, honey. Don't worry about a thing. I'll be coming for you. Don't worry. I'll be coming for you anytime soon now. I know where you are. I'll be there to protect you. I'll be coming in soon, Shug. Don't worry about a thing. All right? Okay, here I come.
When you waken, child,
Oh, hey, how are you, huh?
Mother will
You all right?
lead you
All right, now listen. Did you tell him anything?
Father will kiss you, cha. Love will walk.
Sister Agatha, you are one of the great shouters of our time. However... Whew. Oh, yes, it's wonderful. Okay, Josh. Wonderful. I want to thank you for your work. You want to blow your horn again, please? Drop some walls on these people?
Oh, no, this is right. These are the children of Israel.
So you found him.
Found who?
The man you've been looking for. The man with the list. Is that who you are? Now tell me who you are. What is your name?
Peter Karl.
Peter Karl. The name is well known. You've been looking a long time, Peter Karl. For over 20 years. The list.
He doesn't have it. He's been killing people all over the place trying to get it, but he doesn't have it.
He's right. I don't have it. But I know who does. Who? Is it worth my life?
Try. Perhaps yes, perhaps no.
She does. She has it all in her mind. She has memorized it. She knows every one of us.
Do you?
Don't answer him.
Oh, I won't. I promised my mother I would not.
Your mother? Who is your mother?
Don't say one word to him. You don't have to say a thing, all right?
All right.
Her mother was Gerda Schloss. Gerda Schloss.
Her child. To have such a mother. This is a terrible thing you're doing, telling her to be silent.
This is a child.
You know what I mean. You come with us, Leno.
But I do not want to.
You'll have to, Leno.
But I will not tell you anything.
Hold it! All right, now, gents, what happens? One of you shoots me, my thumb has got to come off of this hammer. And the kid dies. And along with her, everything you want to know. All that you've been looking for dies with her. Forever. So now, what happens?
You answered that. What happens now?
Wait a minute. Wait, I got an idea. Listen, let me talk to him for a second. Please. I know. Listen, honey. A very bad thing happened a very long time ago. Now, there's no reason for you to understand exactly what went on. Not yet. Maybe when you're a little older, somebody can explain to you exactly how bad it was. Some men were mixed up in this whole thing, you see. And you know who they are and where they are And that's the list we want.
My mother said,
Your mother is dead now. There's no one for you to answer to anymore.
except you.
Except me.
Nobody really talks to me except you.
Now, let's get out of here because they don't know how to act with all these guns and everything around here.
Yes, I would like that.
Okay. See, nobody knows how to talk except, like the two of us together.
Not like us.
Right. Okay.
That's my man. You know anything about guns? This one's a beauty.
It's not loaded.
No, man. Never with a child in the room. Are you kidding?
Love will warm you forever.
Just so you don't have to sing anymore. Thank you.
The child.
Oh, she's fine. She's right out here.
I prayed all the while I was singing.
Yes, well, you prayed good.
They never let me sing at the convent.
Yes, well, I can understand.
Oh, Lino, I'm so glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you. Is it all right if she listens?
Yeah, sure.
You better get the pencil and paper and write this down. You won't remember. There are so many names.
I have a pencil. Isn't that pretty?
It's lovely.
Come here. I'll show you. It writes in 4 different colors. See, red. You press this and it's green. And then blue.
Let me try.
All right.
And Peter Carl was turned over to the proper authorities. As you know, yours truly.
How's it going? Report, how's it going?
Everything's all fine. Did you mail the list?
Actually, a funny thing happened on the way to the mailbox. I ran into Teddy Barnstead. He was on his way to the post office with a bushel basket full of postcards for his kinfolk in Israel.
And you asked him to mail it for you?
I thought by the same token, if the man was kind enough to offer, I would let him mail it. Of course, I did keep a copy of the list in case the letter should get sidetracked to Tel Aviv.
Good thinking, Hobie.
Where's Leno?
In the room with her lady friend there. Of course, it's been a long day, so the convent will have to wait.
God bless Mr. Scott, Mr. Robinson, you, and the other lady. The one who sells seashells by the seashore to seasick sailors and shell-shocked soldiers. I can say it.
Will you teach me?
All right.
But very slowly.
She sells.
I'm telling you, man, that child is going to turn the convent upside down.
Nicky, are you getting a little homesick? Now that you finally made a move in Spain, are you getting a little homesick?
Oh, not me, baby. And don't you get homesick either.
All right, Nick. I won't.
I'm looking for my duenna.
Ah! And what took you 15 minutes to bring me my martini?
Well, the truth is, I got proposition at the bar.
Ah, I'd kill her.
Isn't it? I hope not, because she's 60 years old and she wants to build me my own tennis court. Yeah, that's right. She said I could pick out my own color of clay and everything. Now, how about that?
I'm gonna miss you, Kel. I tell you what, you come to Hollywood and I'll let you play on my court as much as you want.
You mad thing. I'll take you up on it.
The other one says, I think Rex Harrison is whose real name?
Oh, you're so clever.
Oh, no, yeah. Did you enjoy working with her?
Nick Fielding, my darling, is an all-American boy with time snapping in his hips.
Mm-hmm.
What did he used to be? All those marvelous things.
Olympic boxing champion, pro football.
Those golden days when he flew through the air with the greatest of ease have slipped past him. And middle age is snapping at his heels. Well, hey there.
Delbin.
Hey again. How
There
you
you
doing?
are. Hi, folks. Listen, what's this about you leaving tomorrow?
Bright and early. Off to Rome and then the U.S. of A. Hey, you wouldn't be going to Rome tomorrow, would you, mister?
I can't.
Oh.
Okay, I'll be. Now we have business to do.
Certainly. I
Miss
wish we
Everett.
didn't.
All right, listen.
What's happening?
Yeah, I was up there and the whole thing spliced right in the middle of a love scene.
Beautiful.
The whole NATO maneuvers.
Why, certainly.
And, I just want to know how he got them.
Well, probably mostly from that camera plane that kept getting lost in the cloud banks.
Well, there's got to be more film up there, so I'm going to run up to the cutting room and see if I can find anything else. If I do, then I'll run it down to our people in Rome.
I wish you would.
Now, if Nick asks you where I am, you tell him that I connected with that Egyptian starlet that he introduced me to.
Certainly.
You know that I love Egyptian starlets.
Certainly.
Mostly because of the fact I'm going to walk her to her door.
Yes.
In Cairo.
I hope so. Brilliance of your Mid-Eastern mind.
Thank you, sir. Listen, let me tell you about Egyptian starlets.
I wish you would, Mr.
Do you
Arbuckle.
know that she was brought up riding nothing but camels?
What's camels
And
say?
do you know that I...
Now, wait a minute. Hold it. Behave yourself.
I'm going-
I'll see you Sunday.
Kelly. Hi.
Hi.
Did you like my dress?
Mm-hmm. Very much.
Kind of short, but I've got nice knees for it. I've got a lot
You
of...
have very nice knees.
You better not let Nick hear you say that.
Oh.
It's a nice party, isn't it?
Oh, yes. It's a very nice party.
I hate it.
Well, I can't think why. It's full of nice people. Lots of nice,
Lots of nothing. That's all these parties are. Everybody trying to connect with something. Kelly, do you like my name?
Temple. Yeah, Temple's a very nice name.
It doesn't fit me. My real name is Liz. I just love Liz.
You love Liz, but your name is... Well, why... why did you change it?
Nick. Nick changed it when I was a starlet. Nick changed everything. Did you know that Goya had a mistress?
I beg your pardon?
Goya, the painter. I did what you told me to do today. I went to the Prado, and there was Goya all over the place.
Yes, it was.
His mistress was fat. I'd never do what she did.
I certainly hope you would. What did she do?
Pose nude.
Oh.
I've been asked, too, you know, by artists of some reputation.
I have no reason to disbelieve you, my child.
Well, why was it like that? In the Prado, I mean. There were two pictures of her, Goya's girlfriend. One with clothes, and one without a stitch anywhere.
Yes, well, she was a duchess.
So a duchess. Big deal.
Yeah, well, she was the Duchess of Alba, you see, and her husband was, he found out, you know. He heard that Goya had painted her in the nude, and he was really, But Goya, being very hip, he painted, very quickly, he painted another version of the same thing, you see. But this one was in a gown. Isn't that clever?
You're a very pretty man.
Oh, you're very kind.
Did you know that?
No.
Nick says you're a tennis bum. That you don't do anything but play tennis. How come with all your brains, all you do is play a nutty game like tennis?
Honey, it's what I do. Everybody does what they do best.
I don't know if I like the sound of that one, Buster.
Hey, Kelly. Now that the picture's finished, how about helping me get back into shape? Work out at the gym with me.
Well, listen.
Oh, you see that? You're getting soft, fella.
Why do you do that? Why do you go around hurting people?
Yes. Oh, come on, baby. Don't make a big thing.
Senor.
What's the matter, Rico? Running out of booze at the party?
Not here, senor.
Oh. Would you take care of my little girl for me?
Certainly.
I passed by the room where the film is cut, senor, and there was a light.
Did you see who it was?
He does that more and more lately. Hurts people or embarrasses them. I don't understand him.
I think you understand him very well, my dear.
You know something? You're only the second person who ever gave me credit for having a brain.
Hey, is that right? Who was the first one?
Kevin.
Kevin.
He was my steady when I was a cheerleader at Watertown High.
Oh.
Can you imagine me in pom-poms and wearing a big W?
Certainly I can.
I wanted to be a school teacher. History. What do you think of that? But then Kevin went in the Army, and I dropped out. I went to Hollywood. Hitched. Boy, I could write a book about what it's like hitching rides to Hollywood. Everybody wanted to give me silk stockings. Say something.
No. I just want to listen to you talk.
No, tell me something important. About El Greco. I saw his pictures in the Prado today, too. Why did they call him El Greco?
Because he was Greek. El Greco, the Greek.
Well, why did he paint like that? Long. Everyone long.
Well, I guess he just... No, really, what it probably was, he just found, in his work and all, he discovered that it made his figures more forceful.
Crazy. Did he have a mistress, too?
I don't know myself, but I can look it up for you if you like.
No. Let me. I just love to look up things. At Watertown High, Miss Kaplan said I handed in the best report she had ever seen. I did one on wheat, 40 pages long. You're very nice. Did you know that? You're a very nice man.
It'd be best if you stayed quiet. Please tell us your name.
My name...
Yes?
My name is Fat Albert.
What?
Fat Albert. My name is Fat Albert, and I walk like a duck.
Oh, come on. What is this?
He's fighting for his life. He knows. He fights.
Give him some more of that stuff.
It'll kill him. You want information, isn't that so? Who he works for, he works with, etc., etc. We'll give him a few facts with which he could feel secure. Once he accepts them, it'll be easier for him to talk to us. Your name is Scott. Alexander Scott. And you're an American.
Fat Albert. My name is Fat Albert. I'm a Swede. I'm a beautiful Swede. Tall, blonde, blue-eyed Swede. And I had this freckle. And the freckle grew. And it's just covered.
Scott. Alexander Scott.
Fat Albert.
thought of you. And you're beautiful.
And you're wrong.
Huh?
El Greco. I looked him up. Do you know why he painted like that? The long figures? Because he had a defect of the eyesight. That's the way he saw the people. He saw them long. How does that grab you?
I love you, Temple.
Don't say that, Kelly. I belong to Nick. If you're going to love me, don't make it important.
Well, that's what I mean. I love you unimportantly.
Good. That makes me feel secure. And I want to go away with you today. Please?
Where?
Toledo.
Why Toledo?
Because that's where El Greco lived. And where he painted. Kelly, don't you know anything?
Oh, my father said. Come on, Scotty, give me a hand, man. Come on. Boy, some kind of picnic this is. Raining all the time. All the wet paper bags. Oh. Have you got a job to do? Tell them what?
Anything. Anything at all. About your job. Let it come out. You're doing very good.
Very good. Very good, am I? Huh? Very good?
Very good. Excellent. Are you working alone?
Don't you know anything?
Tell me something.
Something. You want to know something? Fastest way to travel. Alone. Alone. Fastest.
What about your friend, Kelly Robinson? Kelly.
Kelly. You just let him come from where I come from, man. Hip. Kelly. Kelly dropped dead. Oh. I told him. Next thing they'll be asking me about a film.
Film, yes.
Film.
Good to have you back, Scotty. Check in.
Yes.
Away a long time. Good to have you back. About film. About...
Film.
Yeah, that's right. Film.
Well, I'll tell you, sir, it's like this. You will kill me, Scotty? You gotta remember, you will kill me. Don't tell him nothing, baby. I'm not telling you nothing.
Very interesting young man. Such a disciplined mind. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful in your whole life? Look at it. Look.
What? I'm looking.
Oh, Kelly. Oh, I think I'm going to cry.
Why the heck do you want to do that, honey?
There was a picture, just like this, in my history book. And here it is.
Here it is. Now, you want to know why it's like that? Why it was built there and everything high like that and the river on three sides? Because it was easy to defend.
Yes, I know that. The Moors built it. Do you know why they called them Moors? Because they were from Morocco. Othello was from there.
That's right. Now, what gray thought has flitted its way across the Kafka landscape of your mind?
You get up on a hill, and you look across a river, And there it is. All your history. It just all seems to come together, you know? It's wonderful.
You're wonderful.
Why?
Because you're eager and alive and you want to take a bite out of the world like it was an apple.
You're something else. You know that? You tell me I'm wonderful, and I ask you why, and you didn't tell me I have great legs. You're a lot like Kevin from Watertown.
Where's Kevin now? What's he up to?
Why do you ask?
Oh, I don't know. He's, you still in love with him?
Yes. Oh, not the kind of love that comes up and grabs you. I can't even remember what he looks like, really. But I'll always love him. Why is that, Kelly?
Oh, maybe it's because he's all mixed up in a time when you were...
When I was innocent?
Well, that's not exactly what I meant.
Yes, it is. When I was innocent.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Nick's very good to me, Kelly. All I have to do is ask. That's not bad, is it?
What do you want me to tell you, Temple?
Well, the way it is, Kelly, is I'm Nick's girl. He doesn't tell me he loves me, but he takes care of me. I wasn't even a starlet, Kelly. I was an extra. He told me to come to his office, and we made a deal. I've been with him ever since. I owe him a lot. I get to travel, and I get to wear great clothes. I wasn't really making it in show business, Kelly. What else could I have done?
You could have been a history teacher.
I would have been a lousy history teacher.
Maybe. Maybe not.
But I do have great legs, don't I?
No more. Not anymore for now.
We got nothing.
We almost did. We came close.
He lived here. My Greek actually lived here.
What do you mean, you're Greek?
You call him El Greco, I'll call him my Greek.
Oh.
We've got a thing going, he and I. I dig him. He's my Greek.
Right.
You know what I want to see now?
What?
That synagogue you told me about.
Oh, yeah, well, it's right down here. So anyway, the Sultan, the Caliph of Toledo, built it for him.
Him, meaning the Jewish official.
Yeah, that's right. His name was Solomon Levy. He was the Sultan's vizier. Very great vizier he was, too.
I love it. I just love it. Vizier. That's right out of Arabian Nights. Kelly, you want to hear something crazy?
What?
We're a million miles away from Watertown. And just then, when I said Arabian Nights, I got homesick. Isn't that a hit in the head? Kelly, I want to go back to Watertown, New York. Would you please take me back to Watertown, New York?
I can't do that, honey. You know that. But I tell you what I could do. I bet I could meet you there. Probably, someday. And I'll pick you up after school lets out and we'll go for a walk. Take a picnic.
I know a great place for picnics.
Well, then that's the place where we'll go.
No, we couldn't go there. I promised Kevin I'd never take anybody there. You understand, don't you?
All right, well, we'll find someplace else.
I can't. I can't go back there.
All right.
You bet it is.
Remarkable man.
How long do we have to wait?
He's sleeping.
I know that.
Have some control. Use some of his control. You're an interesting young man.
He's a dead man, didn't you know that? When he wakes up, whether he talks or not, he gets killed. What else did you think?
Nothing.
Pam?
Wait till I tell Nick. He'll fall flat on his nose.
Why am I going to do that? Why am I going to fall on my nose?
You just wouldn't believe it about these Moors who built these palaces in Spain. Do you know why they called them Moors? Because they were...
Where you been? I took your lady out for a drive, Nick.
We went to Toledo.
Is that as far as you got?
No, as a matter of fact, we got as far as Cleveland and we turned
What
south.
is that supposed to mean?
Means I think your college boy did more than just look at buildings. I think he got a good look at you, too.
Why don't you go kiss a light sack, Buster? What kind of talk is that? He got a good look. He did. He got a better look in one afternoon than you would if you tied me down with pins like my little brother's butterflies and looked at me through a magnifying glass for 6 months. How do you like that for a hit in the head?
Certainly. Nice to see you again, Nick. Temple's been a wonderful day.
It's been a lovely day.
Kelly, I'm sorry. It's been a rotten morning. The budget on the picture came in, and well, you wouldn't believe what this picture cost.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Why don't you stick around?
What for?
Yeah, well, work out with me. Trunks, sweat pants, anything you want.
No, Nick, I don't think so.
Oh, come on, we'll go a couple of rounds.
Yeah, we could, but I don't think I should. Not with you.
Oh, come on, will you? I was only an amateur. And how long ago was that? Come on, we'll move around. We'll work up a sweat.
What are you trying to do, Nick?
All I'm asking the man to do is to put on a pair of gloves and go a couple of rounds. It's no big thing.
Where do you dress around here?
They don't hurt, Kelly, do they? You gotta keep your shoulder up high. And tuck your chin in, that's it. Hey, good shot, Kel.
I'll hit you.
I'm sorry, Kelly. My timing is lousy. I'm way off. Let me help you.
Stop it, Nick. Stop it. Don't hit him anymore.
He's fine. He's doing fine.
Stop it, Nick. You're going to kill him. Kelly, baby, are you all right?
Leave him alone. He's fine. Hey, Kelly.
Fine. I'm beautiful. Are you kidding?
You throw a good punch. Oh, you got enough?
Yeah, I had enough.
You know what they ought to do to you? They ought to find you with a compound fracture in every room in the Empire State Building.
Now, what are you so hot about, baby? Because Loverboy here knows all about paintings and history? Can I make it where it counts? Don't worry, I didn't damage him permanently. Oh, you really are a naughty boy, aren't you?
worthy. You deserved it. Sometimes I think you...
There are a few things that you do all right, but thinking ain't one of them. Hey, lady. One of these days, I'm going to tell you to pack up and leave.
You weren't looking, Nicky. I just left.
But he's got to be registered at your hotel. He's got to be registered there, sir. When he is in Rome, he always stays at your hotel. All right. Thank you. Concierge, would you please put in a call for me to the Excelsior Hotel in Rome? Ask them if they have registered there a Mr. Alexander Scott. And let me know. Will you call me right back? Please, in a hurry. Thank you. Right. Scotty? Oh, hi, Temple. Yeah. Well, how goes it? Oh, is that right? A decision? Well, that's wonderful. Sure, I'd like to hear about it. Well, I don't know, how about La Granja? How about that? That's a wonderful place for talking about decisions. All right, good. Well, no, a little later on than that. I'm waiting for a phone call. Yeah, well, how about 3 o'clock? Okay, good. Goodbye.
Hi.
Hi.
You've stopped listening to me.
Oh, yes, well, I'm sorry about that.
I'll listen to you.
Well, I'm kind of worried, honey. Scotty's supposed to be in Rome, and I can't find him.
In Rome? How come? Why is Scotty in Rome?
Oh, it's just a little business. But see, the trouble is, he just became a nephew.
Oh, isn't that nice? He became a nephew?
Well, yes. Well, actually, you see, his Aunt Ruth just got married. She lives in the Bronx. And we got a wire from his mom. Said that his new uncle he just nuts over silk shirts. So I was going to have him get some in Rome, because that's the best place. Well, we'll send him a couple from Madrid.
Well, when is Scotty coming back?
Tomorrow.
Will you tell him goodbye for me?
You leaving, Nick? We're good?
Yes.
Okay. Where you going to go?
Well, that's what I really came here to talk to you about, Kelly. I want you to tell me if I'm not some kind of a nut. I'm going back to Watertown, and I'm going to finish high school, and I'm going to be a history teacher.
I think that...
Hold it. Now, my question to you is this. Do you think it's too old to start teaching school at 31?
What?
Hold it, not 31. 34.
My dear, the truth is, age 34 is almost the perfect age to begin, matriculating toward teaching history. Not only that, but by the same token, you may receive an opportunity to marry the principal instead of some lousy kid physics teacher.
That's true. Then you approve.
Yes, honey, I approve.
What are you doing?
Well, I want you to have this.
What is it?
Ha-ha, there you are, you see?
It's a high school class ring. Yours?
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding.
No.
Well, you better not be kidding, because I want it. I really want it. I love it. I just love it. And I'm going to wear it all the time. At least until the principal gives me his.
Well, now, listen, when a guy gives a girl his class ring, you know, he's supposed to get kissed or something, isn't he?
Well, then, come on here. I miss you.
I know.
Oh! Oh! Nick, what's the matter with you, man? A man that could have had everything, and now you've come to this, standing over me with a gun in your hand. A traitor?
Well, it depends upon what you mean by traitor. By my code, I can't be a traitor to a country I don't believe in.
But it's your country.
Well, I disown it, along with the lies that it's based on. You expect me to believe all that jazz about all men are created equal, when I know I can do anything and everything better than the scum your democracy tells me are my equals?
So it's back to the master race, the king of the Nazis.
That's right. That's right, Scotty. That's exactly right.
Tell them how to win the game. Fight, fight, fight for Watertown High. Add more laurels to her name. Root when they make a touchdown, and then what cheering will say, do it again. Oh! Fight, fight from Watertown High. And victory.
What do you think you're doing?
Get out of my bedroom. I mean it, Nick. Get out of here. Lipstick, eyeshadow, tissues. All a girl needs to hit the road.
Come here.
What are you trying to do? Make magic? You're gonna kiss me and I'm gonna lose my self-control?
You're not gonna leave me, Temple.
Are you pleading with me, Nicky?
All right, yes, I'm pleading.
Plead.
Baby, I've been good to you.
I'm worth it, Buster, and don't you ever forget that.
I never do.
Next thing you'll tell me is that you love me.
I do.
Oh, brother. The time has come for you and I to curtsy ourselves out of each other's lives.
I said wait!
For what?
Temple, you're gonna stay.
Nicky, you put one hand on me, and I'm gonna figure out a way to kill you.
I'm not gonna touch you, I promise. I just want to show you to somebody.
Who?
Scotty.
Come on, Scotty's in Rome.
I've got him, baby. And if you walk out on me, he's gonna die.
You're putting me on. No. What have they done to you? Scotty, what have they done?
It isn't what they've done, honey. It's what he's done. He's a traitor.
Traitor? Traitors only happen in history. Like Benedict Arnold.
That's right. That's exactly where he is. He's Benedict Arnold.
Let him go, Nick. him go. Have you gone out of your mind or something? Let him go. What kind of a crazy traitor let him go?
Okay, Temple, do it now. Quick! Make up your mind. It's either you or him.
Watertown's a drag.
Leave the car at the hotel. I'll have it picked up.
Okay. I'm sorry, Temple.
What do you mean, sorry? Be glad. You're off the hook.
No, I mean about you.
No, don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
All right. Get going. Remember, our life depends upon you keeping your mouth shut.
Hey, what's he mean? What's going on?
Well, you see, that's why he's letting me go. You're a hostage.
I'm what?
You heard him.
Hostage?
They had a lot of them in history. You'll enjoy it.
Meaning if Scott calls the law, you'd shoot me.
That's right.
Mr. Evil, right?
Mm-hmm. See my horns?
Just around the block, senor. Just drive. Now, back to the house.
Palace Hotel. Mr. Kelly Robinson, please. Mr. Robinson?
Your Temple?
This is Miss Temple Jones calling you. Are you well?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. What are you still doing in Madrid, Temple?
If you don't mind, Mr. Robinson, I would prefer a more formal relationship. A Miss Jones versus a Mr. Robinson, so to speak. Otherwise, I fear I must hang up in your face. Okay?
Okay. Miss Jones, may I inquire as to the reasons for your continuing your stay in Madrid?
What I have always done in Madrid. I am Mr. Nick Fielding's escort, shall we say. I am phoning you to inform you that I am returning to you by messenger your high school ring. You should get it sometime today.
Why?
Because I want anything to do with you definitely out of my sight.
Why?
Because you upset me, Mr. Robinson. And I don't ever want to be upset again. Who needs it?
Well, we all do, Miss Jones. If we move through our lives without ever being upset, things would be pretty dull.
My life is definitely not dull. I have everything a girl could possibly want. I've got...
Miss Jones? Miss Jones, are you there?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I assume that you are not going to Watertown, Miss Jones.
In Watertown, the shower curtains don't go all the way around. And they're too short. The bathrooms get flooded.
And you are not planning to become a history teacher.
History's about dead people. I'm alive.
What happened? Well, what made you change your mind?
I don't want varicose veins in my leg. From standing at the blackboard all day, getting dusty old clapping erasers in the afternoon. Do you understand me, Mr. Robinson?
Yes, I do indeed, Miss Jones.
And listen, I'll send that ring back to you. I know just where I left it.
Okay.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes, Miss Jones.
You tell Scotty goodbye for me.
I'll do it.
I never really got a chance to say goodbye to him. And he should be there in just a few minutes. So you tell him, okay?
Scotty's in Rome.
No, he isn't.
Oh.
Well, goodbye again.
Goodbye.
Scotty, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I believed him.
All right, Temple, what are you doing here?
I just came down here. That's all, Nick. For a ring.
Well, you're a silly girl. It was a stupid mistake.
Get over there.
Why was it a mistake? I just came down here for my ring. That's all. I left my ring here on my necklace. And I came down for it. What do I care what's going on down here? That's your business, sweetheart. You have to kill me now, too, don't you?
You named it, baby.
You want to know something? I deserve it. I really deserve it. I believed you. I thought you were really letting Scotty go. I'm a dumb broad. I'm a very stupid chick who deserves everything that's coming to her. I'm going to make it tough on you, Nick. I'm going to sit down. Did you ever shoot a lady while she was sitting? Oh, Nicky. You're so evil.
Come on, get up off the floor. You're going to catch a cold. Don't talk to me. Talk to me. Your timing is so bad on rescuing people. You're without a doubt the lowest rescuer.
My timing?
Your timing.
Give you timing. All last year I rescued you right on the dot, and every time you embarrass me.
No. You're either too early or you're too late. In this case, you were too late. My whole life was passing before me.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is if it wasn't for the brilliance of my mind, you'd still be in this mess you got yourself into.
I was attacked by vandals.
Kelly, can I have this?
Yes, honey, you can have that. Then I called you myself. I called you in Rome. That's how I finally figured out that you weren't there. I called to tell you that your Aunt Ruth had got married.
Wonderful.
Yeah, well, your mom sent a wire to us and everything and said that you were supposed to pick up the silk shirts while you were there in Rome.
You married George. I'm going with George and Harry. For 17 years, she finally made up her mind. Because I kind of dig old George myself. He's the best guy I know. I'd rather have him for anybody.
Bumped into him at the bookstall waiting for the plane. He was carrying a book all about my Greek. The plane was 2 hours late, and by the time we started flying with each other, I found out several things. One, he was a principal in Danville, Illinois. Two, he was going to arrange the transfer of my records from Watertown to Danville. 3, he wants to tutor me until I get my high school diploma. 4, I am wearing his Phi Beta Kappa key, and you know what that means. 5, his name is... Oh, man. His name is Billy Bob Rover.
Let's have it for that.
So, I am returning your ring. The necklace will make a fine vest chain. You got a picture of me with a vest chain? Love, Temple. That's nice, man.
Well, it's wonderful that you've lost again. Did you send all the next film over to the embassy?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Listen, do me a favor. I picked out some shirts here from my Uncle George, but I can't make a choice. Will you do that for me?
Certainly. Now then, we have here. Yes, there's a totally classless shirt. All right, there you go. Little garish, but nevertheless, silk. That and a light blue, yeah.
All right. Yeah, you've done a wonderful thing for me here. Because, as you see, I let you pick them out because you and my Uncle George are somewhat alike, you see.
In what way, man?
Well, mostly because you yourself would like Brown Betty, you see. And he, too, is a difficult man to wake up in the morning.
How do you know that your Uncle George is difficult to wake up in the morning?
Thank you. Goodbye. Mostly because of the fact that, you see, George used to live with us in the old building, and that's how he met my Aunt Ruth. And whatnot. Well, looks like Uncle George is out.
What happened?
Aunt Ruth.
What, she changed her mind at the last minute?
Yes, I have an Uncle Harry now.
Uncle Harry? Well, let's hear it for him.
Uncle Harry does not like shirts as much as he's a tie man. Big, wide ties with the Honolulu girl dancing on
Right,
it.
yellow and green.
So now I gotta take these.
Well, no, well,
Right
here,
down.
you don't have to take these.
What?
These ones are good. These ones can stay here. These are the ones you gave me.
Stay where? You can't have those.
Don't
shirts,
be
man.
silly, man.
No,
You asked me to pick them out.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to have them. You
That's
see?
silly. You had an Uncle George for a minute there, and then you lost him.
Wonderful, but
and now I have
he didn't will him to you or nothing, even though he was out.
When we first arrived here this morning, I said to Tommy before we ever got out of the plane, what a filthy, disgusting place. And he said, how can you tell? You haven't seen it yet. I said, but look at them standing there, mindlessly greeting a stranger in their rags and filth, all as part of a disgusting publicity stunt they don't even understand. How can they bear to touch them, I kept thinking, these lovely, dedicated young doctors. The country is an open sore. These were my thoughts and more, much more, only this morning. And then my day, perhaps my life, actually began. The Bachi ceremony, called the calling forth and welcoming of the soul, a welcoming in of the traveller. With each cotton thread tied to the wrist, a wish is made for the honored guest. Some of them were simple, touching. May your life be abundant in every kind. Elephants, horses, victuals, and wealth. Childish, of course, but the last wish I will always remember. And all the bright birds of the temple will carry your happiness above you forever. Only a few hours ago, my co-pilot and I were on our way to India. Dinner in Karachi, breakfast on the Black Sea. Another adventure, among many. With one extra stop, here, at the request of an old friend. Another rather tedious charity commitment, or so it seemed. Only this morning. My only wish is that this little picture can tell you what I've seen and what I feel now in just these short hours. The work of the Dr. Owen MacLean Foundation throughout Asia is too much for words to convey. Of course, this evening or tomorrow I'll be going on. Karachi, Athens, wherever. My world. My familiar world. But I doubt very much if it will ever be quite the same.
So ends the short narration for this little film recorded by Miss Faulkner that afternoon in far-off Laos. Now watch closely and you will see some of the most astonishing and sadly tragic film footage ever recorded.
Turn it off. We've seen all that concerns us, gentlemen. Turn it off. There is more, of course. A sales presentation or pitch of the MacLean Foundation, whatever that is.
I remember the film in a motion picture theater several weeks ago. A dreadful business.
As you say, sir, a dreadful business. Yet the world is simply full of little mercies here and there. She is alive.
Sir? You mean your daughter, sir?
The brash young woman you've just seen, my daughter.
But how do you know she's alive, Sir Guy? Your daughter Catherine is alive and unharmed. She will return to you for a consideration of £300,000, British currency of the realm.
May I see that, please?
Has there been any further contact?
Along with the note, there was a suitcase containing certain articles definitely hers. Here is a list of the articles. A chronometer, earrings, pilot's license, clothes, jacket, scarf, boots.
Well, I mean, that's not right. I mean, she gave it away.
That's right, she did.
Gave what away? The scarf before the attack. It's in the film.
If we can believe the film.
Make your point.
The foundation has benefited enormously from this film, sir. Some of the donations up into 6 figures. Now, it achieved its end to a rather remarkable degree, wouldn't you say so?
You think it a hoax?
Just consider the possibility.
Very well, then, let's pursue it. If it is a fraud, by implication, I am the next victim.
That's right.
Well, it goes a little deeper than that, sir. I have to tell you that your daughter is capable of dreaming up a stunt like this.
You know my daughter?
We've met.
You're quite right. She is capable of it. Don't you think so, Mr. Carter? Mr. Carter, gentlemen, is in public relations. He represents the MacLean Foundation. Let us have your own private view of these matters, Mr. Carter. And if you so much as leave out one comma, I'll see that you spend the next 10 years in jail.
Well, they picked up on it pretty fast. It was a setup. This film is a hoax. I planned it, arranged everything. I was the photographer.
On whose authority?
My own. Foundation board of directors. Nobody knew anything about it. My job was to publicize the foundation. As a fundraiser, the film was a smash. The end seemed to justify the means.
It always does in the beginning.
The one thing in this film that isn't a fake is her supposed character transformation. It really happened. There's no way to lie to a camera. She and I discussed disappearing for a month, returned to make the film plausible, then to meet me in Karachi. Only she never arrived. Finally, I couldn't stand it anymore. knowing she was probably somewhere, possibly in need of help. I am not a criminal, gentlemen. I am a publicity man. Then I flew to London, laid the whole story in front of Miss Faulkner's father. That's all I know.
What do you want from us, Sagar?
I want my daughter, sir. She's being held by someone somewhere outside the Commonwealth. I have no means to move legally in this matter.
Neither have we.
Nevertheless, you will.
I don't see how it's possible, Sagar.
I'm frankly not interested in how you see it, sir. Your life and world are still ruled from London. The Houses of Parliament are vastly populated by old and dear friends of mine, most of whom might never have been elected without my help. Who are you to tell me what is possible? I will put the bill, £300,000. You will deliver it and retrieve my daughter. And I don't bloody well care if it takes a whole regiment to do it.
We are holding the bag, gentlemen.
Full of their chestnuts. Why?
Well, after all, we asked to be let in. They'll refuse the old man, of course. After all, the British Army can't be blackmailed.
But we can.
We have no choice. If Sir Guy doesn't get his way, he's going to blow the whistle on this whole mess. Now, the Owen McLean Foundation does us more good on a steady, solid basis than everything else we've got in Southeast Asia. As an image, it's beyond price. If it ever gets out that that film is a phony, the whole foundation will explode in one burst of headlines. You get that girl out. At any cost.
Read it again. Out loud. Charter private plane at Hong Kong Airport from Wong & Sons. Fly to Bangkok. You will be contacted.
Contacted where? How? Flying blind in the middle of the night with a couple of Fu Manchu heavies that don't speak a word of English.
Or anything else?
What's funny? Huh? Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Chuang Tzu. I am your navigator and guide. I've been with you for the better part of this past week. At a distance. May I suggest, if you have warmer clothing, put it on now. To avoid red Chinese air lanes, we must pass quite high into the south over the Himalayas. And, as for the Queen's English, I speak it rather much better than either of you. If you can sleep, now is the time. We have a long journey ahead of us. And for you, the way back will be longer still. Now, first, the boat. It is there, Mr. Robinson, I promise you.
All right, let's go see it.
I speak for the General. The General's word is sufficient in all things. That boat is our life. It will
wife and a girl.
At this hour, the area surrounding the boat is thick with the General's enemies.
Well, then we'll have to be careful. Pardon me? Below here, the water is swift for 100 miles. In 2 days, 3 of you have bad luck. You'll be in central Burma. Quite safe.
Chinese.
Searching for the General. They know he is here. Somewhere.
In Burma? Where did they get the authority?
They want the General very badly. They tick the authority. have a little light. A gunshot here would bring half a regiment down on us in a matter of minutes. Shut the door. Shut the door. Now, gentlemen, if you will wait in the next room.
Where's the girl?
She is there.
And the general?
He will join you shortly. I beg your pardon. Cat.
Kelly.
This is my buddy, Scott.
Scott? You must be tired. May I show you to your rooms? I'm afraid they're not all they might be. We're a little cramped for space at the moment.
No, it's all right.
Was the trip difficult?
Yeah, well, a little bit.
No trouble, though.
Nothing we couldn't. Honey, Scotty and I are with American intelligence. I was before, even when you and I...
Imagine. I would never have guessed that about you, Kelly. You two must lead exciting lives.
Yeah, well, we manage. Cat, what is it?
Oh, Kelly.
What's happened?
Everything.
Cat, we've come to get you out.
My father sent you.
Well, yeah, in a roundabout way, yeah.
With the money. For the general.
Yeah, the ransom, yeah.
Ransom. I'm being held for ransom.
Cat, this isn't another game, is it?
The full amount. 300,000.
I don't know. I didn't count it. I imagine your father wouldn't take the chance.
I have been of some value.
You've what?
I'm not the same, Cal.
Well, frankly, I don't know what you are, sweetheart. But then I never did.
My poor sweet Kelly. So long ago. I adored you, you know, with all my being. For roughly 2 weeks, wasn't it? You deserved so much better. So far to come. For nothing.
Where is this, general?
He comes now.
Cat, I don't get it. You're going home.
No, thank you. I can't. I have been of some value.
Mr. Scott, you are quite sure you will not join me? This is the only luxury I permit myself.
Well, thank you. Tends to rust.
You still do not trust me?
Should I?
No. What is the plan, Mr. Scott?
Do you have a small roof garden?
A terrace high on the side of the building, yes.
Can it be seen from the ground?
No, although it is not safe to stand erect in it.
All right, now, we'll radio directions to Bangkok. Now, just before dawn, a light plane with time markings will pass over. Now, will the Chinese patrols in the area fire on it?
No.
Now, if I signal them, if they see me and the signal is correct, then on the second passing, they'll drop the money.
After the money is dropped, what is to prevent me from doing something dreadful and outrageous like your Queen of Hearts and chopping off all your heads?
Is that a hypothetical question?
At the moment.
Have you ever seen an ostrich egg? Well, if I don't deliver that girl in 3 days in Bangkok, then on the 4th day, a great silver bird is going to come from out of the sky and drop an egg about the size of an ostrich egg, you see. Now, the seismographs in Tokyo and Moscow won't record it, but you, General, will be a small explosion about 1,000 feet high, and this temple will be a hole in the ground. Now, Miss Faulkner's father is involved in the manufacture of warheads, you see, which range from tons to megatons. That is not hypothesis. That is fact. Now, he's wealthy enough to find mercenaries who will do just about anything he says.
Mr. Scott, does my relationship with Miss Faulkner surprise you?
Well, to be frank, General, everything about this whole thing surprises me. I don't even believe half of what my eyes see, and this thing isn't even over yet.
No, it is not over yet. Do you understand it?
No.
Neither do I. It is a great mystery to me. The plan to obtain the money from her father was hers. Did you know that? Completely. I know nothing of women, Mr. Scott. They are not my cup of tea. I am what you used to call in your country a war lord, Mr. Scott. A relic of a very, very old feudal system in my country. Hunted men fleeing over the surface of the land that was once theirs, totally savage in their will to survive. Tell me, what is there in this girl that could open to such a creature?
Will she go away from you?
That is not the question. Should I keep her and let your bird drop its egg?
All my life I have hated words. I never knew why. I speak, and I am understood after a fashion in 17 countries. All the words of the earth. Now they are gone. Finally. What a relief you are, my lord.
birds will carry your happiness above you forever. I saw the film.
You must wear them until they simply fall off, you know. If you remove them, the wishes won't come true.
It's caused quite a stir. To say the least, you are the object of much speculation.
Good or bad?
Well, it's wonderful, I guess. Certainly you accomplished what you set out to do for the foundation 100 times over.
Good.
Well, that depends.
On what?
You. If Scotty and I don't bring you back, your father is going to blow the whistle on the whole thing. He knows the film was a fraud. He's sworn to release the story, everything. It'll destroy the foundation.
Oh, no, Cal, you mustn't let him. You mustn't.
Okay, fine. Come on out with us.
No.
What am I supposed to tell your father? Huh? How do I tell him about all this?
Don't. Don't bother.
Don't bother. You want me to double-cross your own father, both of our governments, and participate in blackmail on a fantastic scale, but it shouldn't bother anybody. Anything goes, right, to gratify one more whim in your life.
I simply mean he wouldn't understand.
Understand what? Another romance? Another headlong flight of romantic caprice? Even I can understand that.
He was in England, you know. Several years, actually, Cambridge. We might have met. How pointless it would have been.
Cat, in 2 months, you're going to be pining for the south of France. One morning, you'll wake up and discover that while you're living underground with a man whose problems you can't possibly understand, ever, in Portofino, it's the height of the season. What happens then? What happens when you grow tired of the game?
This wish was for grace and strength in all things.
I don't believe in prophecy.
No, neither do I.
You talk her out of it?
We never knew what it was. It all happened too fast. Tommy tried to set us down. We both did, but it was no good. I was unconscious. One of the general's patrols was foraging for food in the area. Tommy tried to resist when they found us. For my sake, really. He was very brave. Be sure to tell my father he died trying to save me. From a fate worse than death. Poor Tommy. Nearly everything in this world seems such a sad waste. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm being a very dull hostess.
How can you help it, honey? You lead such a dull life.
I'm afraid the truth is I slept rather badly this past week.
Anything wrong?
The patrol that followed us in, one of them is still alive.
Is he badly hurt?
It is of no consequence.
What will you do with him? I'm sorry. I did not mean to question your judgment, my lord.
Gentlemen, one of the few really civilized customs I discovered during my stay in England. Will you join me?
It does seem a shame to pass the opportunity to question him.
No.
First-hand information is so difficult to come by.
No.
I will do it for you, my lord.
Be still, or leave us.
You have ordered him executed.
Yes.
Please, I beg of you, tell him.
Tell him what?
The man is hurt. He can do you no harm. Let him live.
Why should it matter so to you? You feel with Buddha, all life is sacred, most of all man's life.
Yes.
Nothing is sacred, least of all the life of man.
And compassion?
A motto, a luxury I cannot afford. What can one do with such appalling morality?
I beg of you on my knees. I do not care what happens to one enemy soldier. I care what it does to you each time you kill a man needlessly.
I have no facilities for prisoners.
You are not a butcher.
There is one room. Shall I put him there?
You frighten me so.
I shall put him in your room, but then there will be no room for you.
Oh, no.
And you will go away from me out of my sight.
Don't send me away.
I do not cleave to foreign women.
I have given you my life. I would give you anything.
Have you become Chinese?
I have tried, my lord.
You are spoiled, silly English woman. What have you done to her? A mild drug. She is asleep, nothing more. She would never have gone. Tu n'y pas voulu, tu non son égal. Tu. Tell her the man was spared. But not until you reach Hong Kong. She is Chinese. Did you get through?
Yeah, they got the signal and the fix ones. Plane will be here about dawn.
Remarkable.
What?
Thoughts. Joining. Separating, going on. The curse of memory.
Why a curse?
In all memory is implicit loss. Are you familiar with the ancient form of the haiku?
A little.
The long night. The sound of water says what I think. They translate poorly. There is a game I remember seeing in England, a game of child's play, to you perhaps quite common, but to me strange and fascinating. The children dance about the chairs. One by one the chairs are removed and the children who have lost a place in the game drop out. One by one. A whole history of activity and laughter and shouting about the chairs. The act of winning. To win, the child must finish alone. One child and one chair, and at last the game is over. Do you know it?
Of course.
My family have been rulers in China for 1,000 years. A whole history of activity about the chairs. I am the last child in my family. With me, the line runs out and the game is over. You're still a young man. It's almost dawn, another half hour. I'm 1,000 years old, Mr. Robinson. If I were to marry a woman not Chinese, my soldiers would leave me. They have sworn an oath to serve me until death, but that would break it. I am not engaged in war any longer, not even in battle. This is a holding action, a habit, a winding down. It can only end in defeat. The Englishman's money will prolong it, no more than that. I do not want her here when it happens, when it ends. These are the reasons you are taking her out. And these are the only reasons.
Too late. Too late. 人都不懂，现在靠过来，嘿，现在，快，快，快！
The prisoner, the object of my compassion, escaped, sent a message.
Change 这个人靠过来，快，快！ 开门！开门！快！ Lin， 45，转你附近。
How far down do you figure we are?
I don't know, man, but from here the only way to go is up. The river is just above us. We come out on the far side.
Kai! 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 Keep on!
Would I reach Thailand?
Maybe.
I would only delay you.
We'll take the chance.
No, you will not.
Cal.
The area is swarming with them now for miles. Mr. Robinson, do not let 1,000 years go for nothing.
No, sir.
Come on, Cal, we gotta go.
Take car. Go. That is an order.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Water hides it, don't you? Virginia saw them.该讲的那个样子，当我放到上。
hands.
It gets cold, I guess.
শাড়ি শাড়ি কেন?
আমি কি তোরে কিছু দিতে পারি না?
এমনি করে টাকা খরচ করলে টাকা জমাইবা কেমনে?
দূর, একটা শাড়ির আর কতই দাম।
শাড়িটা কিন্তু সুন্দর আছে।
আচ্ছা, একটু পরে দেখা না।
আরেকদিন পরবো।
কি কস, পর না, তোরা অনেকদিন শাড়িতে দেখি না। রাবেয়া, রাবেয়া,
খুলতেছি।
ঘুমাইছো?
অনেকক্ষণ আগেই ঘুমাইছি।
বাজার
মা, এত বাজার কেন আনছো?
না, এত বাজার কই, ঘরে একটা নতুন মানুষ আসতেছে না, ওর জন্য খাওয়ান দরকার আছে না।
রাক্ষসের মতো খাইবো তো সবাই, এত বাজার করে লইছো?
আরে না, রাক্ষসের কিছু নেই। যাও, বাজারটা রাখো। আমি চিন্তা করছি কি, ধার কর্জ করে হইলেও টাকা পয়সা জমা একটা সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড মোটর সাইকেল কিনবো।
মোটর সাইকেল কেন?
আরে ভাড়ায় গাড়ি চালায় খুব একটা লাভ হয় না, এদিকে তেলের দাম বাড়তি, তারপরে যে চাকরিটা করি সেখানে তো টাকা পয়সা খুব বেশি দেয় না। ঘরে একটা নতুন মানুষ এসেছে, আমি যদি এই চাকরিটা ছাইরা যদি বাইক রাইড সারাদিন করি তখন কিছু টাকা আসবো, ভালো হইব না?
দেখো, যত যাই কও, চাকরির কিন্তু একটা নিশ্চিত ইনকাম আছে, সেটা কমই হোক। চাকরিটা ছেড়ে দিয়ে কি ঠিক হইব?
তাও ঠিক, কিন্তু এই যে ঘরে একটা নতুন মানুষ এসেছে, একটু নতুন করে চিন্তা করতে হবে না, টাকা পয়সা লাগবে তো।
জানি না, সেটা করো ভাইবে চিন্তা কইরো।
আচ্ছা, তুমি অত চিন্তা করো না, এটা তো এখনই কিনতেছি না, টাকা জমাতে তো একটা সময় লাগবে, তাও ধরো 6-7 মাস তো লাগবেই। তারপরে রফিকরে কইছি যে যখন মোটরসাইকেল কিনবো তখন কিছু টাকা ধার দিতে, ও রাজি হয়েছে, মিলাজুলা একটা কিছু হইব। আচ্ছা, বাদ দাও, এই
শাড়ি শাড়ি কেন?
আমি কি তোরে কিছু দিতে পারি না?
এমনি করে টাকা খরচ করলে টাকা জমাইবা কেমনে?
দূর, একটা শাড়ির আর কতই দাম।
শাড়িটা কিন্তু সুন্দর আছে।
পছন্দ হয়েছে তো? আচ্ছা, একটু পরে দেখা না।
আরেকদিন পরবো।
কি কস, পর না, তোরা অনেকদিন শাড়িতে দেখি না।
শরীরটা ভালো লাগতেছে না।
বেশি খারাপ লাগতেছে?
আরেকদিন পরে দেখা।
আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে, তাহলে খাবার দে। ও কি খাইছে? কি রে বাপ, আরে কি মশা রে।
Hai trăm láp Nguyên Perfect silent. Dạo em
chợ xử lý cái chứ cho nghe có tài hiệu 210 lap 42 tỷ 2 triệu một lần có chờ nhầm ôi không còn 100 để bớt 6 15 cái lại sửa bên chỉ linh ấy bay mình chỉ linh điên chương 8 này làm chi một cây đai máu nữa sử dụng làm cái giáp máu à đây hả một bên anh không muốn như em nghĩ phải đấy nhưng mà xếp sai bên khác xếp bên là thắng đấy chị cần đúng là 2 mạng nữa chỉ cái này 33 triệu start rồi tiền cái chứ ngon vừa lên 8 mất và 8 đủ gì có ra xét này không muốn đâu cái này chọn hơn đấy ra xin ra rồi ngon này tôi sắp tiền lên 30 tiền nữa nhanh không cái là xong giao chim là đủ tiền còn cái thằng nhảy đá gì đó quên sao đây nó lại quay nhiều lên ngoài mắt ngoài thành là thầm trong mắt rồi không biết không anh em tôi là cái người sao mà lắm mắt người ta sao người xuống rồi lắp con sinh ra và xong là 57 nghìn sinh con cái cả nào mà bà sinh viên cũng xanh rồi quỷ à bất thua thì ai cái đánh hay đấy bây giờ cái múc lửa rồi giờ ngay vậy ngay như điên mà chịu trốn cung xanh à đáy máu à đây ra thì buồn lắm rồi buồn lắm em ơi biết trách ơi đấu lên được rồi với 8 máu 2 sao nữa thiếu tận 68 tiền cơ mới có 53 tiền chưa đủ bay nữa ông thầy bay như hack rồi bay khác thì hack đâu mình phải áp file được mà asma chi hết lava dragon cái cục lava phế mà thấy vẻ hơn thề vừa đánh oan nó còn chết cơ thằng thì top 1 bạn cao top 1 vậy thắng top 1 này sao thắng được thằng top 1 rồi phải thắng không vậy bắn nha nhanh ghét thắng đi chưa thắng rồi gần thắng khiếp phải bắn toàn để chiêu bắn được mà đéo có đam what the hell 5 phép chịu rồi toàn 5 phép ạ Ra gì à? Giờ sẽ khó lắp của bù làm mao đấy. Còn cái đi. Thằng cũng không anh nhỉ mà. Nhớ hôm nay chắc quan rồi. Là bạn cũng đừng có gọi. Mẹ thằng kia rồi. Mày máu sống không vậy? Sống phải ra gì đi. Đéo ra gì thua đấy. Mày đánh thằng rừng đâu? Thằng đánh thằng sĩ vậy. Thằng sĩ của tao vậy. Hay rồi, hay rồi, hay. Hay, xếp mấy nữa là hay. Xếp mấy nữa là hay. Đấy ơi, mày. Nếu được rồi, không hay không hay. Không thua. Không thắng. À, thằng này chết. Đéo gì nhỉ? Thế này thì vẫn thua. Ai, trời ơi. À đây. Đây thử chiếc này. Thì châu sẽ vài đĩa cút. Sẽ vài đĩa cút. Không sao thầy ơi. Phải bỏ 2 con ngoan đi đấy, không thua mất. 15 máu thôi, đánh đổi thôi. Con 3 rồi. Đánh đổi rồi. AC1 chiếc AC2 là bên rồi. Từ hàng công người ta chưa làm vậy. Làm trên của nó này. Đấy vẫn khỏe. Nhớ chua. Vẫn khỏe. Không yếu đâu. Để đấy. Ông hai cái đéo ở đây, đéo chết. Ông hai mà không chết vậy. Áo nó. Bài biết. Ui, ông không chết lại. What the hell? Ô, ấn pháp sư. Cả một bút dòng ông hai không chết. Chuồn tỏ. À, nghe. Số 6. Chat game. Của chat game. Có 23 bật tiền, 23 điểm không mất hết điểm. Ba lát. Từ lên đủ tiền lên 5 chơi nhỉ. Nếu sắp 2 lần nữa mà khoảng bao nhiêu? Khoảng là tầm 250. Giờ không đủ nên 5.5x tốc độ sử binh. Binh không thầy ơi. Đóng cái củ sắn này. Gì vậy thầy? Này 125 à? 205 rồi. Cộng gì đây? Tạm mới nâng cấp tất cả nâng cấp cho một lần mình. Rồi, xoay bài tự động không? Tôi lấy bạc rồi anh lấy xoay bài tự động ấy. $180 à? Vách. Không được á. Vách. Được, lấy có. New record này 215 nắp à? 25 à? 25. 35 không? Được cộng 10 này, 30 rồi, thừa 30. 10 này. 229 ạ. Đó thì mà thừa 30. Không mua à? Đánh mày gì luôn. Thần tài này. Thần tài lên, chờ nhỉ. Thần tài lên. Thần tài đến. Bay. 120 à? Lần một lượt bớt. Cái gì đấy? Máy lỗ à? Máy lỗ sao? Lỗ máy. Đéo ở đây. Cái gì được rét à? Tính như thầy. Đặt đỉnh nó đã xuống à? Chợ Tết. Perfect. Good landing rồi à? 100 à? Anh có thể chỉnh cho nó phải good landing mấy lượt. Rồi. Chẳng chỉnh bằng những gì mà chưa. Này á. Vì những cái lệch chạy sang bên kia một tí. Có không? Good landing. Đéo đi, tôi nói. Áo choàng bạc, độc dược sĩ. Được lấy mất chất tôi phục. Tôi sẽ thành vác cái điểm lính. Áo choàng bạc này. Xong đâu? Wait. Thần tài ngay.
টিকটক কুইন হইতে যা যা লাগে মানে নাচ গান অভিনয় আর শাবনূর মৌসুমীকে হারায় দেওয়ার মতো এইসব যা কিছু সবই মালার আছে অথচ আসল জিনিসটাই নাই একটা ভালো স্মার্টফোন আমি আমার জীবন দিয়ে ভালোবাসি মালাকে মালা তার জীবন দিয়ে ভালোবাসে টিকটককে অবশ্য টিকটককে মালার ভালো না বাইসাও উপায় নাই টিকটক কুইন হইতে যা যা লাগে মানে নাচ গান অভিনয় আর শাবনূর মৌসুমীকে হারায় দেওয়ার মতো এইসব যা কিছু সবই মালার আছে অথচ আসল জিনিসটাই নাই একটা ভালো স্মার্টফোন ফলে আমাদের দুজনের একসাথে দেখা একটাই স্বপ্ন একইভাবে ভাঙা যায় মাঝে মাঝে কাজের মধ্যে আনন্দ খুঁজে নিতে আমি হয়ে যাই বলিউডের সালমান খান কিংবা ঢালিউডের ডিপজল চৌধুরী এই চুরি কইরা অন্যের জীবনযাপন করার সবচেয়ে মজার অভিজ্ঞতাটা হইল এক পুলিশের পোশাক পইরা চোর থেকে পুলিশ বনে যাওয়া যায় আর নিজেকে নিজে এই বইলা সান্ত্বনা দেওয়া যায়, বাবু সারা জীবন এই সূত্রটা না ভুলিস, মানুষ মাত্রই কখনো চোর কখনো বাসে পুলিশ। হ্যালো, ইন্সপেক্টর নাজিমুদ্দৌলা বলছি। ভালো 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 ভালো, শোনো শোনো শোনো, আমি ধরছি, বলো। আমার পকেটে 20 টাকাও নাই, অথচ আমি মালার জন্য মোবাইল পছন্দ করি, মোবাইল মার্কেট ঘুইরা ঘুইরা, যদিও জানি না মোবাইল কেনার টাকাটা কই থেকে আসবে। এইরকম দুঃখে কবিরা নীরব হয়ে যায় আর আমার হয় উল্টা। আমি মনে মনে বলি, হায় রে মালা, তোকে দেখলেই কমে যায় হৃদয়ের জ্বালা, অপেক্ষায় আছি তোমাকে করব এমন কাবু, প্রেমে পাগল হয়ে সারাদিন শুধু ডাকবা বাবু বাবু বাবু।
Quan đi á là chuẩn làm luôn ra sữa binh binh ấy, Michelin. Nếu ăn được này, rất tay, chả non broccoli, chả hỗ trợ trong 3 vòng đấu, có cho chọn không? Đấy. Làm xếp chung à? Chỉ cần thân cha, nó thân cha, chỉ cho. Lắc đầu. Đây. Đây như phạt màu mình phải biết. Và biết cho nên là tỏ hết. Chuẩn, phan tế chiếm của. Yes. What the hell? Mưa hòm này. Sợ. Sau này rồi. Nhiều bỏ lắm. Thực là dân chơi, thắng à? Mày thắng à? Yes. Tao trước cũng là bạn xong nó chơi với quan tao biết thế nên tao cũng đá nó ra đảo. À. Rồi. Vừa ác. Best not san tại sao một cục lâu về broke lui tỷ vàng nếu nhặt mình bet nhặt vàng đi thì sao biết thấy nữa. Học chung đi trả đấy. Rồi. Ba thằng thắng nữa là xong mà ly xin 2 kiếm lục lui ơi sự căng căng hay xin 2 căng căng đấy xin 2 kia là khó đấy xin 2 đi rê rồi 6 xong đấu rồi khó đấy vào á xong đấu rồi khó đấy bây giờ không ai thì phải hoàn thiện bộ bài 3 sao phải cái đủ tiền chưa vậy 2 tỷ 3 ơ 99% 99% của anh em CK. Không có gì sai à. Khỏi gặp khỏi khó chịu là lời mới những cái sót để sau đó chúng tiếp tục chạy sau gì này khỏi sau đây lại nhà mất rồi đâu tới đây nó phải làm như bố sau này here chỗ một con lắc ấy. Lắc 3 lắc 3 mu 3 này lao 3 này viên là 3 đúng không 3 6 máu 2 rau xong nhót nó không lắc kìa nó không có giảm heal chứ mình nếu có giảm bây giờ mới có giảm heal ở trên nó đâu có giảm kháng phép mình cũng giảm kháng phép sự căng căng ấy đi làm một kia sự đấu chết đấy phong phát cần chết con ấy rồi thắng được à không con Agadio sử dụng kim kinh ấy Agadio cút rồi lắc quang cút không chết à lắc quang à chết ngay rồi cái con kêu đéo chết lá rồi luộc lui à mua con A nữa được nhọt không biết đánh với ai luôn thôi sang pizza đi pizza last match for me broccoli ơi 2,3 tuổi re auto sữa binh chili quỷ ác quỷ phi phai chưa chết à trứng nổi trong một round thắng luôn đéo đéo gần đi nữa cho riêng mình anh đấy Thế biết nổ ra cái gì? Mau nổ ra một tí cái bốc đồ. Sao? Phun đồ. Bài khỏe đấy. Bây giờ học bài khỏe đấy. Amu chưa ba học thôi. Amu trước Amu hai đồ one sự kinh cơ. Amu này cũng có đấy. May mà xếp chéo carry nhé. Không xếp chéo carry chắc là thịt cút rồi. Rồi, hay thắng cút. Ô, trời ơi thằng bà sẽ chết. Càng ấy càng bà cút mày. Bà đi còn lia hai đầu cái ra sấy cút. Mày đi bye bye. Rồi đổ trứng xong. Lại farm tiền à, lại farm tiền rebirth à. Farm tiền rebirth hay broccoli ơi. Rebirth là hết 30k vuông rồi đắt đấy. Đây phải farm thêm nhiều. Baby anh xin lỗi. Giấc mơ với chồng. Farm một broccoli. Với chôn à. Sao gặp nhau chuẩn không? Sao gặp nhau chuẩn không? Broccoli gì à gì? Rồi thêm một cái để chỗ 1 tỷ vàng à? Được rồi. Sư đi, xích sàn nữa xong. Nếu anh nhớ không nhớ, em thích ăn dầu cận. Thế nhà quản lý sàn nữa xong. Rồi, tất cả gần như là đều 3. Giờ sẽ in lao 3 nhé. Đẹp đéo lắp gì lao. Lắp gì này. Rồi thêm gì. Rồi thằng nào đây đấy, thằng xét ạ. Xét 3 đồ ạ. Kinh ấy, xét 3 đồ ạ. Nó lỗ 1 tỷ vàng với cả cái ấp chết làm chi vậy, đổ ngu đấy. Đéo mày dạy lỗ hú đấy, léo rồi lấy trứng này trứng thối à. What the hell, thua rồi. Thắng giờ thắng rồi, còn điều lần đi. Giờ biết ta lỗ trứng ra cái gì không? Lỗ trứng là cái nó bị chiến thuật với cả 1 tỷ vàng. Đéo phải làm gì hả? Trứng rồng. Chơi búa 2 cá ăn ở ông broccoli. Tháng này nữa là nhót ID2 đi D2 D2 ạ. Nice, khỏe đấy. Gần lắp không đối carry đâu chứ. Không sao, anh tin là mình có thể làm được nhé. Rồi xong chết con đấy rồi. Rồi thằng bóng rồi, thằng bóng còn anh. Rồi trừ một thằng, thằng không trừ à? Nice. Nhà tới không có cao đi chơi là giờ các bạn. Không cần qua thì không chỉ một tâm đầu vậy đó. Chuẩn không? Sau này. Ok broccoli. Sự chôn vì làm farm minh ấy. Mình sự là một A. Anh ấy bị đục lỗ ở người nên phải biến thành robot. Thân trên robot à? Pacific. Chưa đi Lào Ba. Sinh nhật tôi nhé. Số thứ nhí về 2 452. Thiếu một pháp sư ấy.